Hello there, today I'm going to show you how to use the maker pen. So, obviously you have to be in your dorm in order to use the maker pen. To take out your maker pen, you simply go into your watch, go to backpack, and where it says maker pen, you press use, right? But there's an easier way, like a shortcut. You just put your hand on your back, doesn't matter which hand, it just has to be one hand, and you grip. And then you'll take out your maker pen. The maker pen is just like a drawing pen, you can make stuff with it. We won't need none of that. Let's just put that somewhere in the background. What a coincidence. The first thing I'll show you is how to delete things. So, obviously you already know how to use it. Trigger. And if you don't want it, I'll show you how to delete it. So, you see this little black screen here? Just put your face in front of it, and this screen should pop up. You just press delete, and then you press the trigger on the thing you want to delete, and you can delete it. And it's gone. There's also a way to change like what your pen can draw, because obviously you know you can create stuff. Wow, that's lovely, isn't it? But what if you want it to be straight line or something like that? You just go into palette, and you see all these shapes here. Press on one of them, and then you can start painting it. You can choose what size. Once you're done drawing it, you can also grab it and change its size, just like that. You see these squares here? Those are to resize. To resize it, you have to grab it so to resize it, and you'll have that. You can also have a pyramid if you wanted, and then you have a pyramid. Also, same thing here. Just stretch it out, put it somewhere, and same with all the other objects. And now, on this screen, which is back to tools, the original screen, press move, and you could select an object by holding the trigger with a maker pen, and then you can move it anywhere you want, which I will move it up here. I will move this over there. It's very simple, very easy. You can also move it with your hand. But I use the maker pen because if I need an object somewhere on the ceiling, I can't just grab it and put it on the ceiling because I'm not tall enough. So, next up, rotate your objects if you wanted to. You can rotate. When you select your object, there'll be this kind of like sphere. The green slide, green circle just rotates it like this. The blue one rotates it like this, and the red one rotates it like this, as if it's like a wheel or something. So that's rotate. And we also have scale. It's also another way to resize your object. I just like to use the hand. Unless your object is somewhere up there, you can use the scale in the screen. What you can do is you use the maker pen, and you can scale it to how much you want. It's also select, which just selects the object. You can also copy it with the select tool, and you can paste it if you would like. and you have transform. Which is basically the same thing as rotate. But you can also move. It's move and rotate mixed into one, basically. And clone and flip. So what clone does, obviously, you know, you can duplicate it, which is basically making another. But be careful, you don't want to spawn too much because you have this thing at the top of your screen called ink. Right now, mine is 77%, which is a lot. If yours is 100%, that means you can no longer use the maker pen because your room is full, and you'll have to delete some objects in order to spawn more, or create more. So, let's just delete some of these objects. Thankfully, we already know how to delete them. So yeah. And here is another one called freeze. With the freeze tool, you can freeze objects. So I had to cut the video just there because someone just rang at the doorbell. Anyways, continuing, the freeze can freeze an object. So let's just really quickly, for an example, let's just create like just an object, right? Here it is. Right here. With the freeze tool, okay, so with the freeze tool, if it'll let us, not sure what this is, freeze it, but you've got the idea. Freezing freezes the object. Not sure, but this is probably already frozen. Yep. So in order to freeze an object, all you have to do is select freeze, click on the object, and it'll freeze the object, which makes it no longer pickable. It will no longer fall if it has gravity in it. Or you can unfreeze objects if you would like, which you can pick them up, but also have gravity in them. Since this is just a shape, you still can't pick it up. You can pick it up in edit mode, obviously. But if an object was unfrozen, you could pick it up with the maker pen as well. Like this entire place is called a dorm skin, which I might show you in another video how to get one. And what a dorm skin is actually unfrozen, you can pick it up. I've just frozen it just recently, so you can't pick it up anymore. But what a dorm skin is just basically just a block with like multiple models in it. So it's not really a skin because you have to place it. So after freeze, we have recolor, which obviously you can just color to whatever you want. You can recolor this to yellow, I don't know, maybe cyan. I like that color. The material, I don't know, you can choose anything you want. I'll just choose wooden floor. And you'll have this, which this is just a cyan wooden floor pyramid thing. I don't know, but you've got that now. And manipulate. You can all manipulate this one because it contains some kind of invalid object, so I guess you'll have to see another tutorial about that one. But yeah, those are most of the tools you necessarily need to make a game. Connect is basically like scripting, or you can connect objects to one another so they are one object. Like let's say you create some multiple objects like this or something like that. Then you can use it. For some reason it won't let us use it. But you can use it to connect it. You can also configure them, which is basically its settings. You can configure the size you want also. You can, oh, accidentally spun around. You can get its offsets. It's basically like a properties thing. You can like get the type it is. And that's the maker pen. Next video we'll talk about the charades pen. The charades pen, which I'm not sure if you have it in your dorm room, but if you do, I'll make a tutorial on how to use the charades pen. It's like the maker pen. It just has gravity in the objects, just like that. But yeah, I'll tell you all about the charades pen in the next video.